What up, it's Dane, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how to build muscle, increase strength and lose fat at the same time. So let's get straight into the video, right? And you probably be doing this wrong, I guarantee you. Following the status quo, bulking for 6 months, cutting for 1 month, I guarantee you be doing this shit wrong. So tune in, I'm going to be telling you how to increase strength, build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So let's get into this. First of all, we'll start off with building muscle and increasing strength, right? If you don't know me already, I'm big on power building, and that's what I call it. That's basically doing powerlifting and bodybuilding in the same workout, right? And before you get like, whoa, hang on a second, that's too much. I'll explain how I do it. So every workout I do at least 2 compound exercises, always first compound exercise, then second. Not isolation exercises before. I'm not a big fan of that unless you obviously want to pre-exhaust the muscle, but that's not how I want to get it. That's not what I want to achieve. I want to increase strength and build muscle at the same time, right? So I'm going to tell you how to do this. 2 compound movements at the start, you focus on increasing strength, right? And then the rest of the workout you do bodybuilding exercises, quote unquote, more isolation exercises, chasing a pump, right? This ensures that you get mechanical tension and metabolic stress in one workout, right? That's optimal. That's how you want to maximize your muscle growth, right? And here's why it works. Let me just explain why. For example, say you're just training for hypertrophy, right? Which a lot of people do, like the average rep range 8 to 12 hypertrophy zone, right? And that way you're not really going to increase your strength because you're not really working in a lower rep range and focusing on increase your strength mainly. And here's where you need to increase your strength to maximize your muscle gain, right? So I'll get into losing fat in a second, just bear me 1 second. So say for example this is a cup, or my hand's a cup, right? And you train for hypertrophy, after a while the cup becomes full. So let's just say water, right? It's full. Because we don't want to use like unhealthy drinks on the fitness channel and shit like that. So the cup's full, water, bang, cup's full of water, right? And you've been training for hypertrophy for a long time, and I'll take my hand off for a second. And after a while the cup becomes full, so full of water, it can't, like the cup's just gonna go, water's just gonna come out the cup, not come out the cup, what's it, float over the cup, or overflow, that's the one. That's what's gonna happen, right? So increasing your strength basically increases the cup size, right? And this is real important to know. Because if you don't increase your strength, you're just going to be lifting the same weights over and over again. Increasing your strength, so say for example you're just training hypertrophy, increasing your strength will increase the cup size, meaning more water can be filled into the cup. I'm just using this as an analogy. And like I said, the strength training is needed, like I just illustrated, it is needed because you're increasing the cup size. Meaning the next time you go train for hypertrophy, you'll be able to lift heavier weight but the same rep range, right? So there'll still be more time and attention, however the load will just be heavier. So that's how you're going to optimize your muscle growth. And like I said, power building, man, you're increasing your strength and you're optimizing maximum muscle growth with some of the isolation exercises as well, getting in that mechanical tension and metabolic stress, the 2 primary factors, right? And here's just, let me just summarize why this works as well. Because you're increasing your strength, and the primary factor to muscle growth is increasing the weight on the bar over time, right? That's just the be all end all. The second factor is volume, and that's the second part of the workout, the bodybuilding portion, right? So that's why this shit works, trust me. Okay, now I've gone to increasing strength and building muscle at the same time. Let me tell you how to build muscle and burn fat at the same time, right? So let me just make it clear, you can't do it exactly in the same day or maybe in the same week, right? It's just very hard because in order to lose fat, you need to be in a caloric deficit. In order to gain weight or build muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus, right? So you can't do this in the same day. You can't just do 12 hours, okay, caloric deficit, 12 hours surplus, and it just doesn't work like that because one day it's a surplus or a deficit, either one, right? So let's just say you can do it monthly, right? Minimum monthly. So 1 month you cut, 1 month you bulk, 1 month you cut, 1 month you bulk. Personally, I don't really recommend this. This just doesn't give you enough time to stay in a caloric surplus. Maybe do 3 months bulking, 1 month cutting, or even 4 months bulking, 1 month cut. It all depends as well on how aggressive you're going to bulk. But like I say, just eating 1,000 calories, you're not going to get any more muscle by if you just eat 500 calories over the surplus, right? So 500 calorie surplus is good enough. You don't need to eat 1,000. You're just going to gain excess fat, not excess muscle. It's just not going to happen, right? Your body doesn't work like that naturally. That's important to know. So yeah, you can do 4 months bulk, 1 month cut, whatever you like, but this is how to stay lean and shredded year round while still building muscle, right? And at the moment, if you've been following me, or if this is the first video you watch welcome to the channel first of all. But yeah, I haven't actually gained much fat at all, and I've been bulking. My strength has been increasing. 84 kg shoulder press, which is decent. 70 kg weighted dips at body weight of 90 kg, like stuff like this, man. Like, I'm increasing my strength, building muscle, and still staying lean and shredded year round, right? Maybe not shredded, but lean. Like 12% body fat is decent, 12 to 15, it varies, right? Okay, so after the battery diet, basically I've just told you that everything you need to know about fitness and nutrition, right? Okay, maybe not everything, but like I basically laid a foundation out, right? I wish someone had taught me this shit. But anyway, I think this has been a sick video, man. I provided some sick value here, man. Let me know if you found this video useful and it's gonna help you in your training and nutrition, and just break the status quo, right? So you don't need to bulk for like 10 months and cut for 2 months. The whole purpose of this, what I call micro bulking and micro cutting, which I didn't even explain, that's basically when I was talking about bulking for 4 months and then cutting for 1 month. That's basically called micro bulking and cutting, right? Because it's like little portions, little periods. And like the whole purpose of this is just to look good year round, look like you actually go to the gym, like not look out of shape and then all of a sudden in shape. And another purpose, that doesn't make sense, but probably the main #1 purpose that I use it for, and that everyone should use it for, is it makes sure that you don't need to cut for a long period of time. So for example, say you bulk for 8 months, you have to cut for like another 4 months or 3 months because all the excess fat, right? You don't want to be doing that. Just take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps. That way you'll just gain muscle, gain strength, and stay lean year round. So anyway, I don't want to speak too much more. I think I've covered the topic. So anyway, as always, if you know me already, stay positive, stay smiling, and subscribe to this channel, man, if you found this video useful. Serious. Anyway, I'm out.